up, everybody? Welcome to Minorly Important, the podcast where we talk about minor league sports. I am your host, Kevin Marlowe. I'm joined here by my co-host, Colin Scholl. How's it going, dude?
It's going, Kevin. I'm ready for a really nice weekend with the wife, and hopefully no bad weather. Stop it. No
Dude,
more.
it's
How
been
about you,
so
Kevin?
bad. Same. Like, I want to get the Blackstone out. I want to start cooking on the grill and doing all that. It's really hard to cook on a Blackstone in the rain. So,
Naturally.
yep. So, but then we are also joined by, you can hear him, Dylan Little. Dylan, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, not much. Just, living life. Crazy twin 3-year-olds running around.
Gotta love them.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I want to, anyway. But I do love them. No, for sure, though. It is a good time, just working, hanging out with the fam. That weather was pretty crazy, though,
Yeah.
Crazy
It's been
wind,
like that for
hail
like 3
and,
days.
crazy, holy crap. Anyway.
Dude. So your co-host of your other podcast sent me a crazy video.
Yeah.
I'll send it to the group chat. But yeah, no, it was crazy. We kind of watched from the window of the second story of our work, and watch people like walk, hail, run.
Run.
It was kind of entertaining, but
Yeah.
So, with that, we do have some big news. Ryan couldn't be here tonight. That's not part of the big news. He had some stuff with the Special Olympics. So shout out, Ryan. Good job. Thank you. We understand why you're not with us tonight. But then you've also probably noticed that James Franke hasn't been on for a couple episodes. James is not going to be on as often. He is taking a little bit of break. He's super busy. He's going to still hop on and really focus on some of the more hockey episodes right now. We don't know. He might be back at some point, but right now he's just not going to be on as often as he was. So he is not a full-time host, but he is still very much part of this, and that's the sad news. Now it's time for the big news. Drum roll, please. We have started our own production company.
Yeah,
this is now under the 260 Entertainment umbrella. 260 is the area code where we are at. Right now, it is Minorly Important, the podcast you're watching right now, as well as Dylan's other podcast, Reverent Rhythm Podcast, which has also come under our umbrella. And we are super excited about this. This is opening up a lot of possibilities for us. We're going to cover some multiple things, guys. Like, what all have we started talking about? Like, we talked about doing, like, a documentary. If you listen to the Shane Albarani episode, which, if you haven't, you should.
Do it.
That is the man behind the mic. That is in my opinion, my favorite episodes that we've done. I wish it was a video episode, but it's great. He suggested somebody do a documentary on the Fort Wayne-Toledo rivalry. We are looking heavily into that, and that would be under the 260 Entertainment umbrella. That would be, we would do it as Minorly Important. That would be under our thing. But we're also looking at maybe bringing some other shows to you. What would you, the listener, like to see? Because we can't do any of this without you guys. You guys are the important part of this. What we do is because of you. So we want to hear from you. Please leave us a comment. Shoot us a note. Anywhere you're listening to this, let us know what you would like to see. If there's a different show, it may not be the three of us. We might bring on some other people, but we would be more than happy to start branching out and helping you guys get to see what you want to see, because a lot of it is small town stuff. And you don't get to hear about it. You get to hear about stuff in Chicago and New York and Los Angeles and, all over the country. But you don't get to hear about your small town. And that's kind of like why we started Minorly Important, because we love minor league sports. As we've outlined in the first episode, it was really important to us. And we want to make sure that your small market teams get brought to you. Yeah. And that's why we've done this. And now we have branched out and we've started 260 Entertainment. along with Dylan's other co-host, Dibs. And he's a super great guy. Love working with Dibs. And if you haven't gone and checked out Reverent Rhythm Podcast, please go check it out.
Yes.
Yes. It's super good. As Dylan said, if you like Jesus or drums or both, go check it out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dylan, had to quote you there for a second from last episode. Good. So yeah, but in the meantime, that's one of our big announcements. The other one will come later.
And that one may be a little bit bigger.
That one might, yeah. So it means you have to watch.
Yes.
So
stay tuned for once.
Yeah. Don't drop off after 10 seconds. No, we actually our watch rate is actually pretty good on our full episodes. So, shout out you guys, the fans.
Yeah.
But with that, we are now going to focus in on it is the playoff push in hockey, and it's not the playoff push. It is the playoffs in the NBA G League. And Dylan, take it away with the NBA G League.
Sweet, man. Let's focus on what happened in the tournament that's going on right now.
Yeah, so we're already in the conference finals now, and Dylan's going to recap what has happened so far.
For sure. So on Tuesday, April 1st, we had the Indiana Mad Ants beat the Greensboro Swarm 120-110.
Let's go.
Mad Ants, yeah. And then on the same day, we had the Maine Celtics beat the Capital City Go-Go 115-95. Also the same day, I'm just going to keep saying same day because that's, anyway.
Because it is the same day.
Yeah.
Three Salt Lake City Stars beat the 6th seed, which is the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, 129-102. And then also the same day, the Valley Suns beat Santa Cruz Warriors, 131-125. Then we move on to the Thursday, April 3rd. Maine Celtics beat the Westchester Knicks, 124-118. And then the number one Asacola, almost messed up the word again, Asacola Magic, beat our very own Mad Ants, 129-114, which again, I did watch the last half of that game.
I watched most of it.
Wasn't good.
Yeah, and I do want to point out, don't mean to interrupt you, Dylan.
Dang.
I believe that's the last time they will ever don the name Mad Ants.
Yeah, which is a sad, sad time. Anyway.
It is.
Then we got the Austin Spurs. They beat the Salt Lake City Stars 123-113. And then the number 1 seed, Stockton Kings, beat the number 5 seed, Valley Suns, 122-114.
Yep.
And then we are going to say on Sunday, the 6th, which you will already have seen because this will release on the 7th. Anyway, the Eastern Conference, the Maine Celtics are going to take on the Asacola Magic at 7 p.m., so tune in, watch. And then in the West, we got the Austin Spurs are taking on the Stockton Kings at 9 p.m., so.
There we go.
Gonna be good games.
It's gonna be
and
good.
And then on the 8th and the 11th and the 14th, if necessary, we have the finals.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah.
So, yeah. Like, I mean, that is a stacked bracket, in my opinion. I will zoom in. Dylan, the game you and I watched last night.
Yeah.
Asacola is a powerhouse, and they were down a man.
Yeah.
Like, one of their guys got called up. It did not stop McClum from having a 39-point game. 39. He was on fire.
That white boy can hoop.
He is, yeah, he can. And
he's got hops, too.
He really does.
He can jump a car. He is, I can't imagine anybody else in the G League being the MVP.
No, 100%. Yeah, he's got to be.
Yep, McClum is my vote, if I had one, to be the G League MVP. Right. And he earned it. He proved it again last night. Not only winning the NBA dunk contest, but destroy. And the Mad Ants are a good team.
They really are.
That is. They are. They're a great team. Magic are just better. Magic were just insane last night. And it also doesn't hurt when they were shooting lights out in that first quarter. And they just Mad Ants made it close. They had it within 10, and then McClellan just turned it back on again. And like it's hard to beat a team that is just shooting lights out like that. And I have my pick is them and the Kings. It's the 2 number 1 seeds. I don't normally like to pick the number 1 seeds to play each other.
They're the number 1 seeds for a reason.
I mean, Asacola just showed why they're the number 1 seed.
Yeah, and and Stockton's just a great team too. And I think it's just going to be those two. Now, shout out to the Maine Celtics. They are the only non-1-2 seed in this.
Yeah, they're 3 seed.
Yeah. So, because Austin is the 2 seed, and then Asacola and Stockton are the 1 seeds. So, like, shout out to them. They've also really pulled it together. They sat at the 2 seed for a while, so they were right up there. But that whole East was just crazy because the Mad Ants were the last team to qualify with like 3 games left in the season, but then all of a sudden shot up to 4th that last night of the G League season. So it's the East was just a crazy, crazy battle. But shout out to the Asacola Magic, the Maine Celtics, the Stockton Kings, and the Austin Spurs, who are fighting for their shot at the G League Finals. And we will certainly be covering the G League preview here on the show.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if Asacola and Stockton, if they make it, it wouldn't surprise me if they go all 3 games.
I agree.
Yep.
I think that'd be awesome.
Do you know who has home court advantage right now? Probably the 1 seeds, right?
I would.
Well, it would be Asacola or Stockton, I believe.
No.
So
22-12. So who's gonna get it?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. 22-12. Holy crap.
Yeah. So, yeah. So the only team that wouldn't have it would be if Maine would pull it up.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how close they are, ladies and gentlemen. That's how close the standings were.
Crazy.
So really, really tight battle. And it's going to be a good finals. I'm very much looking forward to it. All right.
Yeah,
and
man.
then that is going to bring us to the AHL. Colin, what we looking like there?
All right. So every division, 2 divisions have all 4 spots locked in. We have the Atlantic and we have the Central. So let's go over all of them and see how close everybody is. So, Atlantic Division, you got Hershey Bears, 85 points in the 1st seed. Charlotte Checkers in the 2nd seed with 82. Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, 82 points, locked in the 3rd seed. And the Providence Bruins locked in the 4th seed with 79 points. So, as you can see, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
The Penguins.
Altogether. The Penguins, yes, sir. In the North Division, we have the Laval Rocket locking in the 1 seed, 92 points. Rochester Americans locking in the 2 seed with 87 points. 2 spots are still open in the North Division. So right now it's looking like it's going to be the Marlies and the Syracuse Crunch and the Cleveland Monsters. I don't think Belleville will have a shot at this because there's only 2 games left, I think, in the AHL, and they're only sitting at 69 points. So it's going to be between Syracuse and Cleveland, and they're 1 point apart. So that's going to be that's going to be who wants it more for sure. So, number 3, Toronto Marlies, 76 points. Number 4, Syracuse Crunch with 74. And number 5, Cleveland with 73 points. So, like I said, the last 2 are really going to be fighting it out. Central Division, all 4 teams have locked in already. Number 1 at the 1st seed, you have Texas with 83 points. Locking in the 2 seed, you have Milwaukee Admirals, 79 points. Now, here's where the jump is in this division. So, 3rd, Chicago Wolves, 70 points. 9-point difference between 3rd and 2nd.
Golly.
Crazy. And then you got locking in the 4 seed Grand Rapids Griffins.
There we go.
Let's go Griffins.
I don't know why I'm shouting for the Griffins because I'm a Hawks fan and the Rockford Ice Hogs are out of it. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So the Griffins and the Wolves have locked in the 3rd and the 4th seed with 70 points apiece, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen 2 teams lock in with the same amount of points in the same division. So that's cool, I guess. And then Rockford, 5th place, barely missing the playoffs by 6 points.
6 points.
So, and then now we have the Pacific Division. Only one team can lock in the 4th seed. So, locking in number 1 is Colorado Eagles, cup stealing Colorado Eagles, 86 points. Ontario Reign locking in the 2 seed with 82. Abbotsford Canucks locking in the 3rd with 81. So that was a really close race between 2 and 3. And then Coachella Valley Firebirds, and the Calgary Wranglers. I think Calgary's done for the year because they have 66 games played. So I think Coachella is going to lock in the 4th seed.
Well, that wouldn't be true because they would be guaranteed that spot. Then it wouldn't.
Maybe they're waiting on Bakersfield.
Okay, who knows?
Bakersfield still has 2 games left.
Yep.
Maybe they'll make it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They're not eliminated.
Yep, they're not eliminated. So,
Who knows?
Yep. So, I mean, it's all pretty much neck and neck except for, like I said,
Yeah.
The North Division.
Yeah.
The North Division is the closest out of every other division. So,
Right.
Lots to look at. And not only that, speaking of AHL news, Brett Brochu had his first start in the AHL this past week.
Let's go.
Stopped 33 of 35 shots. Had a .924 save percentage, I think. I know I don't have it pulled up. I closed it out already on accident, so I'm just going off what I saw earlier. But no, good for him. First game start, first win in the AHL. I think he's only 22 years old. So I think he's going to have a bright future ahead of him. I think we're going to start seeing him less and less in the college organization.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good for him.
It sucks for us.
It does. It sucks for the Comets, but I'm happy for him. Now, I don't know about you two. I have my thoughts on who's going to win the AHL. Colin, Dylan, what are you guys thinking?
Well,
going on stats.
Looking at at points and stats, the Laval Rocket are the best team in the AHL this year.
100%.
They have 92 points, and everybody else had 80 and 85, 86 points. They're the only ones who broke 90 this year. Their team is very good. They're very physical. The one downside is they had the most penalty minutes in the entire
And in playoffs, that does hurt.
Yes. I mean, you look at the most physical teams, they're always going to have the most penalty minutes.
True.
Always.
They are. It looks like they have the highest percentage of winning the Calder Cup. The odds.
Yes. Yep. 7.08. I think the Hershey. If I'm going to say it, I want to see Grand Rapids come out and be the underdog and win the whole thing because they recently won 2 years ago, so that was pretty exciting for the Red Wings organization to have their farm team win a championship. Still waiting on Toledo to win that Kelly Cup though.
Yep. Dylan, how about you?
Well, I mean, just going off of the stats again, Laval does look really good. I don't know. I have a soft spot for the Hershey Bears just because, this is awesome. I mean,
they're the oldest team.
Yeah, like the teddy bear toss and all that good stuff is really cool.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Kevin, what about you?
I'm going with the Hershey Bears. I think when you have that many teddy bears that are thrown at a game, you certainly have one of the best fan bases.
Amen.
And the best fan bases certainly help you win cups.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it makes that home ice advantage that much better. And then I'd have to go Colorado. Colorado's kind of my dark horse. But I'm going to speak for Ryan, and I already know who he's... The San Diego Gulls, baby.
Let's go. They're not out of it.
Henderson, so they're not going to be last this year.
There you go. That's something.
They're not the worst. They're not the worst.
No, the worst team right now, the absolute worst team is the Bridgeport Islanders with 37 points.
Yeah.
They've only won 15 times this year.
Yep. I do want to shout out. We just got word. Alex Ovechkin has tied Wayne Gretzky.
He did it.
He tied Wayne Gretzky.
One more to beat it.
You know, when he entered the league in the early 2000s, people were saying, or even when Gretzky retired, everybody was saying, yeah, the goals record's never going to be broken. Nobody's going to do it. Well, kid from Russia did it.
Yeah.
Kid from Russia.
Speaking of other news, I'm just going to pull a piece of history out here.
Okay.
So, I am now in my home office, and I was cleaning some stuff out, and I found the Mad Ants 10-year anniversary program.
Oh, nice.
So,
you know what? That reminds me of something. I'll be right back.
Hold on.
Hold on. Hey, are we on there?
Yeah. So
where am I? Is that me?
You look right there. That's Dylan and me.
Hey,
that is me. Dylan and me right there.
Colin's not in that photo.
Nope, Colin's not in that photo.
Unfortunate.
And then, on top of that, and I'm wondering if this is what... Oh, Colin, you and I are doing the exact same thing.
I don't know where mine's at.
We all got 10-year anniversary Mad Ants rings. It's shining too brightly in my light, but...
Not mine. Mine's dusty.
Yeah. So, so the Mad Ants always took care of us. In honor of the fact that they played their last game as the Mad Ants, we did want to just kind of like... I've got the TJ Leaf game-worn signed jersey. Shout out Buck Rogers, friend of the show, who used to be their vice president. Had a military fundraiser that I helped with, and he sent me that as a thank you.
Nice.
So, fun story about these 10-year anniversary rings. We wore them. Me and another member wore them to a Pacers game that night, or when we got them. And we sat them down in front of the security guard as we were going through the metal detectors there at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. And they looked at those rings and saw those and goes, oh my gosh, these guys are important. Get them through real quick. So nice. Fun times there.
It only fits on my pinky.
Yeah, it's starting to not fit on my ring finger anymore. Dylan has one somewhere.
It's over there on my dresser, I think. But
yeah,
I'm not getting up, so. In other news, though, I just got an ESPN alert that Dwight Howard is being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Apparently.
Wow. Okay.
So
that's
kind of cool news.
It's just a big night for sports.
Apparently, man.
And we haven't even gotten to our big news yet.
Right.
But like, I mean, we dropped a pretty big piece of news with us doing that. Our network, and we haven't even gotten to the ECHL yet. Yeah. But what's some of the thoughts we had? We talked about doing like a college sports show.
Yep. We'll just have to learn college.
Yep.
Like cover March Madness. In a way.
No, like we
cool.
might do some like sports specific ones, so like just a G League show, just an ECHL show, just an AHL show. Like, I mean, this is all looking down the road, but again, like we said, we want to hear from you guys. We want to know. Drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. That's
Ryan heavily suggested card breaks. I think card breaks would be cool.
Oh yeah, well cool. We already talked about a segment on this show. Let us know. I wanted to hopefully do it tonight, but it'll probably happen in episode 12, where we will introduce a new segment where Ryan opens up a pack of cards and we get to see what he pulls, and then we'll talk about anybody that happened to have some minor league time in there.
Experience.
Yeah.
So all right,
check that out.
Pull up the
ECHL. Let's get to the ECHL. Sorry, I wanted to take us all down memory lane.
Yeah, sorry, I had to go and grab my ring, but in reality, I didn't have to do it. Kevin did it for me, but that's
okay.
Right. All right. So, in conferences right now, if you look at the Eastern Conference, holy crap.
101.
Florida has been dethroned.
Oof.
They are no
Which
longer
Florida?
Which
Florida, Kevin?
The Everblades.
There's many Floridas.
Yes, all of which you will see in the playoffs. So the number one team in the East, and a team that I think could dethrone Florida, not just from the Kelly Cup, but from winning the Eastern Conference. The South Carolina Stingrays at 101 points, 48 and 14, with only 3 overtime losses, and 2 of those were shootouts. Insane.
Incredible.
Followed by closely, and it's hard to believe, a 98 points. The Florida Everblades are in second.
Right.
It's crazy. And not far behind them, in third, with 94 points, the Troy Rivieras Lions. Those top 3 teams are on another level. As much as I mean, clearly I'm wearing a Comets hat. I would love to see the Comets. I think your Kelly Cup champion will probably come from the East.
Yep. Very unfortunate. 3rd year in a row that it's going to come from the East.
Do you think the Florida Everblades pull off the three-peat, Colin?
I think South Carolina is going to give them a run for their money.
Yeah.
Agreed. So those top 3 are tight, and then it kind of drops off. Jacksonville is at 88 points. At 40 and 19. Then you have the Wheeling Nailers at 39 and 23 with 82 points. The Norfolk Admirals are locked in with 37 and 23 with 80 points. And fighting out for that last, and then the Orlando Solar Bears are in the playoffs with 35 and 22 with 80 points. Now, going in to the North Division.
Maybe.
Don't do this right now, please.
Anyways, yeah, the North Division is very tight right now. We got a couple. Man. Yep. We have, with 71 and 70 points, the Reading Royals and the Worcester Railers. This is going to be tight. Those 2 teams. Royals right now at 66 games with 71 points, followed closely by the Railers, who have played 67 games but only have 70 points. This, I really think those are the 2 teams to watch out for to get that last spot in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
It's literally down to 1 game.
Yep.
It's either going to be Reading or it's going to be Worcester.
Yep. Yep. So that's the East. Let's take a look over. I mean, the South is already taken care of. Not even close. Orlando is in 4th with 80 points, which is nuts. But then you have Savannah came up short by 19 points with 61, as well as the Atlanta Gladiators and the Swamp Rabbits with 58 points. Like
it's I think it's crazy too, Kevin, because nobody in the AHL broke 100 points this year.
No.
Except,
I bet Carolina and Florida could probably compete with a lot of AHL teams.
Yeah. Those San Diego goals, man.
I know. Right. Oh, man. Like, that's... So, let's take a look at the West. Crazy in the West, we have the Kansas City Mavericks Diamond Hands team at 45 and 17 with 95 points. So they are also up there. And then you have the Toledo Walleye with 94 points, following up in second with 42 and 16. Those are your 2 top seeds right now. Then you have the Tahoe Night Monsters with 85 points, who have yet to secure a playoff spot. It is nuts.
Can I ask a question?
You have what?
Can I ask a question? I'm new to the whole stats and stuff. How come they haven't secured And then the people below them did.
Let's go to the Mountain Division.
Is that why? Okay.
Because they are so close. Look at how close that race is.
Got it.
So
Okay.
Idaho
Sorry
might...
for being a noob.
Oh, you're good.
You're good. We're here to learn.
Yeah.
We're here to learn.
Yep. So, but yeah, so going back out, the Tahoe Night Monsters, who will more than likely be in the playoffs, have 85 points with 40 and 22. Followed by, in fourth place, the Fort Wayne Comets, who are at 38 and 21, with 83 points. Colin was circling the overtime loss of 6, so I saw that. My apologies.
Could you imagine if half these teams got all their points from the overtimes? It'd be a whole different story. Whole different story.
Well, you look at Toledo and Fort Wayne. Toledo has 8 overtime losses, and Fort Wayne has 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, but that just goes to show you that the Central doesn't give up. The Central is also a tight battle because they keep beating up on each other. Now, do I think the Kelly Cup is unfortunately going to come out of the Central? No.
Probably.
I think the Kelly Cup is going to come from the South in the East.
Yeah.
But it should still be a good playoffs. Then in fifth, the Wichita Thunder with 81 points at 37 and 23. You have the Tulsa Oilers at 80 points, who are fighting just as hard at 36 and 23. You have the Idaho Steelheads at 34 and 23 at 77 points. Now you actually, in 8th place, have somebody that's locked in a playoff spot at 77 points at 33 and 21.
In the Comets Division.
Yes. So, and then you have the Rapid City Rush at 29 and 29 with 67 points. And now, Colin, let's zoom into the Central a little bit, because that is a bloodbath for that 4th spot. You've got the Indy Fuel sitting at 4th in the Central right now, 10th overall in the West at 29 and 29 with 66 points. Bloomington right on their tails with 29 and 31 at 64 points. And then also right on their tails is the K-Wings at 28 and 31 with 63 points. As I said in last episode, if Kalamazoo can squeak their way into that 4th spot, I think they will be a problem for Toledo. The problem is getting into that 4th spot.
Yep.
It's gonna be a fight. I mean, and
look at this.
And then you have Cincinnati, who started the season really poorly, made it all the way up to 60 points, and has kind of made it a contest. They're not in contention right now, but like they at least kept in it. Now, the Central looks a little weak on stats when you look at point totals, but that's because they have to play each other so much, and I think it's because they are they're good teams. Again, do I think the Cup is going to come from there? No, I think the Cup is coming from the West, or from the East in the South. That's my personal opinion. You guys have a different opinion?
No. I mean, the one thing I would love to see is the Comets against the Indy Fuel in the playoffs, though.
That would be cool.
That'd be pretty
69
cool.
battle.
Yep.
Yeah.
But let's talk about games left, because I'm pretty sure there's 69 games in a season. So, they have 3 games left, all right?
Uh-huh.
If Kalamazoo does poorly these last 3 games, they're out of the playoffs.
Right.
If Cincinnati wins, they're going to be at 66 points if they win those last 3 games. So they'll be tied. It all depends on how everybody else does. So technically, Cincinnati still technically has a shot if they're not poorly playing.
Yeah. Real quick, somebody fact check that. How many games are in an ECHL season? This is something we should know, but we're a new channel and we're learning.
It's not. It's 72.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right. So there are 72 games.
Oh.
Cincinnati is still in it.
Still in it. They got a chance.
This is a battle right here. I mean, I guess technically the division hasn't even been clinched yet, so Fort Wayne could still technically pass
in the division.
Past Toledo. It's going to take a lot, but they're 11 points out. But
I still can't believe like South Carolina is 20 points ahead of like the 8th seed and like the 4th seed. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is the ECHL is going to be crazy. The G League's been crazy. The AHL is going to be crazy. This is just, it's good. And then rounding out the end, you got the Utah Grizzlies at 22-37 with 52 points, and the Allen Americans at 16-39 with 43 points.
I switched it back to the mountain.
Right,
Sorry,
that's
Kevin.
what I'm saying. But they were still below Cincinnati anyways. So.
Oh yeah, I mean the Allen Americans. Look at them. They were one of the high teams last year in the ECHL. Yep. Now look at them. They're They're the last team in the league.
Yep.
But did we talk about the what is it called, the
APHL?
No, I was talking about South Carolina with their streak. Words are hard right now.
Oh yeah,
13-0.
Yes.
I apologize.
13 straight games.
Crazy.
13 straight wins, boys. That's insane.
They're crazy. If they don't win, I'll eat my hat, and I don't have a hat on. So.
I think so. Dylan, is South Carolina your pick?
I think so.
I'm gonna go with Florida.
Well,
which one?
The Everblades.
Which one?
I had to.
I'm gonna go with Florida simply because they've been there and their team has experience. Also, I wanted to pick somebody different other than Dylan.
Nice. Well, boys, I hate to say this, but
who are you picking?
Okay, so if this goes poorly, out of one of the other oldest teams in the ECHL, if they happen to make it into the playoffs, like Kevin was saying earlier, I think I'm going to go, if the Comets end up losing, I think I'm going to have to go with Kalamazoo winning it as the dark horse. Because
you have Kalamazoo winning the whole thing.
Yeah. I want Kalamazoo to win. They need a championship before they move out of that old historic building, man. I think it'd be cool seeing them win a championship for once, because out of all the years I've been going to Comets games, they've been to the playoffs. They just haven't gotten a deep run to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I want to see them win a cup because, again, they're probably one of the oldest teams in the ECHL as of right now.
Right.
Behind Toledo, Fort Wayne, Cincinnati even. Cincinnati has championships in the ECHL already, so I don't care how good or bad they do. Kalamazoo, I think they deserve it. They've gone through so much stuff. And not only that, the Bloomington Bison even, like they had an old team in the IHL called the Bloomington Prairie Thunder, which was pretty much a bison as their logo, but it was yellow and blue. I'd really like to see Kalamazoo and Bloomington go neck and neck for that last playoff spot.
Yeah.
Like if it comes down to that last game, those two are going to be fighting really hard.
Right. I did get to see the Comets in Bloomington, and much like the last time Colin and I were there, and Dylan, Unger about had another shutout until the end of the game.
Garbage goal, always is.
So, couple.
How did Bloomington look though? Like
they look good.
How would they look if they weren't getting shut out?
They didn't have a lot of opportunities. The Comets were playing
defense
good.
Shut them down pretty good.
Comets were playing good defense, but they were also playing on a back-to-back on the road. So they played in Bloomington the night before, and then traveled to Fort Wayne. And I mean, I know Fort Wayne did the exact same thing, but Fort Wayne slept in their own beds. So that does, and playing in front of their own crowd. So that does take an effect. I'd rather play at home on the second night of a back-to-back than on the road on a second night of your back-to-back. So.
Yep.
They look good.
Now let's move to the APHL. How about that?
Yeah. Colin, you got that?
I forgot how to do it.
Facebook.
All right. So the APHL now is in playoff format, and they are in. There's the bracket. So now we're gonna go off right now in the 1 seed. We have the Buffalo Tempest. They have a first round bye, as well as the 2nd seed West Michigan Sentinels. And the Tempest will play the 4th or 5th seed. Right now, the 4th seed is Toledo Mobsters, and the Kalkaska Battlers are in 5th. And then down the West Michigan Sentinels will play the winner of the Summit City Distillers, who are the 3 seed, and the Iron City Forge, who are the 6 seed. This is where our other announcement comes in. So, Game 1 and 2 of the APHL playoffs will be hosted in Toledo and Fort Wayne. And we will be live. We will be broadcasting in some form live from the APHL playoffs on Saturday, April 12th, from the Parkview Sport One Ice House in Fort Wayne, covering the Summit City Distillers and the Iron City Forge, which this is part of our 260 Entertainment announcement. It's part of what we're doing to grow. So the plan right now, and this may change, because this is a week away, and a lot of things it's a fluid thing, but we will be live in some fashion from that game. What's the plan right now is we will be doing a live pregame. It may not be a full hour episode, but a live pregame there where we are all sitting down, and try to get some other, like the players from both teams, coaches, whatever we can, to join us and talk about the APHL playoffs. Then during the game, I'm sure we'll do some Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I mean, the plan is for that pregame show to be on YouTube. But then we will also do stuff on some of our other socials, and I'm sure more YouTube, where we cover the game live. We show you kind of like how we're hanging out and doing the game. And then we also want to do, during intermission, have some interviews and see what we can get for you about what's going on in the game. We also then, the plan is post-game to have some interviews as well, with the winning team and stuff. So that's where we're at right now with that. I am super excited. I don't know about
Me
you
too,
guys.
man. I'm
This is going to be best of 3, correct?
Correct. So we are broadcasting live from Game 1 in Summit City. And then on Sunday, I'm sure some of us will be there to cover some of that. But we haven't talked and confirmed this. We'll see how Saturday goes, but I'm sure in some fashion, as long as Summit City's there, we will be covering this. I mean, we're still going to cover the whole thing, but whether we're actually in the building, because it'll be hard to travel that much for us. But we are going
especially
to try
all the way to Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah. West Michigan, I believe, is up in the upper part. Kalkaska, I know, is in the upper part of the glove part of Michigan. Toledo may not be that far, but that would have to come down to the championship, and somebody's going to have to beat Buffalo to keep that. So that is where we're at right now, and that's going to be cool. That's going to be super cool. But as you can see, that's the bracket. We want to know from you guys what you're looking out for. What all's going on, and what you want to see from us. So we will drop this on Monday, and then this is Monday, April 7th.
Yep.
Yep, Monday, April 7th. So happy Monday, April 7th.
And the next day is my birthday.
What?
Tuesday.
All right, everybody. Happy birthday, Colin. Happy birthday.
You.
Should we sing happy birthday, Colin?
No, don't sing.
Happy.
Happy.
We play drums, as you see.
Yeah.
To you.
No, don't say it yet, Kevin. Just release it on the 8th. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me blush.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear
Dear
Colin.
Colin.
Happy birthday.
We are not singers.
I'm not a conductor.
Let's go,
Thanks,
Colin.
guys.
Happy
Thanks,
early
guys.
birthday, Colin.
Thank you.
30.
Now, how old am I going to be?
31?
I'm already there, bud.
32.
Already there, bud.
33?
No, 32.
I was like, what?
Because Sam, like, no, you're not. You're not that close to me in age there, bud.
Oh, man. Thanks,
So,
guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no. So this is big news for us. I'm not quite
it's my
sure.
birthday on Tuesday.
I know. Colin survived another year. That's huge.
Oh,
That's our
no.
top story today.
Yep. Top story. Sorry,
but-
Kevin had to do that. But what were you
it's
saying?
fine. It's fine. I just want to we're
'Cause
super excited about this.
We got asked to come out, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it
we
wasn't
got
just
asked.
our idea.
Shout out to the distillers for
Yeah.
inviting us, and it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be it's something new. So bear
different.
with us if there's some technical issues. We aren't expecting any. We're gonna try to iron some of that stuff out ahead of time, but we're excited. We are really excited to do this. We're really excited to keep growing. This is possible because of you, the fans. You've shown interest in this. We've gotten, at the time of this recording, when I looked, the first video episode was at 97 views, which I know seems small, but that's good for us.
Yeah.
And we're a small channel. And we're growing because you guys continue to support us, and it's only going to get better from here. I'm excited. I guess I won't speak for these two, but
I'm not excited at all.
No,
Yeah, I'm not
Dylan's
excited
angry
either.
about it.
No, I'm
Dylan
super
didn't want to
excited.
do it. No, I'm just kidding. Dylan was like, I texted Dylan, texted the group, and Dylan's like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's figure this out. And we had to double check with scheduling and do all this stuff. Not quite sure if all of us will be there, but
Colin.
I believe we will.
Hey, guys.
So,
Yeah.
and I don't want to I don't want to pump it up too much because I don't want it to stuff not work out. But I really don't think it's gonna be a bad thing.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be fun.
we do want to know. Like I said, I know we keep asking you to drop stuff in the comments. We want to know what you want to see us do there, and we will try to get it done. They invited us out there. We are super pumped about that. Shout out to the distillers for inviting us. I do know that they have, if you've watched our stadium tour there, they have a live DJ in the arena. They've got the drink specials are going to be flowing. So
Did somebody say beer reviews?
Hey, beer reviews.
Colin, you want to do our drink special reviews there of what's going on?
I think we should. Honestly.
We can. So we'll let you know what the food's like there. But please, if you guys are in the Fort Wayne area, come on out because there's a chance you might be on the show. So
Just a chance.
Just a
So
chance.
if you see us, say hi.
Yes.
Please say hi.
Say you want to be on the podcast. We'd love to interview from a fan's perspective of all the minor league sports games they've been to.
So I'm sure we'll collect some footage that may not end up on live, but it'll definitely end up on some of our shows and stuff. There's a lot we plan on capturing there. But we just wanted to we wanted to get on tonight, let you guys know. I know we just released a show on Monday, but there were a couple things we wanted to cover, like the G League and stuff like that, where they're in the playoffs, and we wanted to announce this. We wanted to announce this. We wanted to announce the 260 Entertainment. We wanted to announce Colin made it through another year.
Happy birthday.
So this is all stuff that is really big news for us, and we are excited, and are going to continue to grow. And we do have one big ask. We are trying to grow our subscribers on YouTube.
Please.
On all platforms, but YouTube's kind of the focus right now. So if you could please go subscribe on YouTube, and ask some of your friends to do it too, because we really would like to grow and stuff like that and help out. Oh my gosh,
That's
Colin.
a kitty.
Colin, who is this?
This is Mochi, a.k.a. Mingmo, a.k.a. Momo.
Hi, Momo.
Hi, Momo.
Hi.
This is going to get us likes right here.
Yeah.
Let us know. Do you want to see more Momo?
More Momo.
Yes, let us know. Do you want to see more of the cat?
Colin can start bringing us in all of his pets. He has several. But
yes, please comment, subscribe. I can't talk.
Surprise Colin with a birthday gift.
And a dog.
Who's that?
This is Cody, a.k.a. Kodo.
Hey, buddy. So
Cody is a girl.
Hi, girl. Dog. Okay.
So,
anyway, I'm tired.
This portion of the show is Colin's Animal Farm.
2 dogs and 1 cat, and the other dog's sleeping.
Yeah. So, like I said, a lot going on with us. I know we didn't really talk about a minor league sport topic tonight.
Yeah.
Because it was mostly there's a lot of standings to cover tonight, and
a lot of information too.
Yes. Yeah. So, but it's kind of convenient because it was only 3 of us tonight. I wanted Ryan to be on tonight to kind of announce all of this. But it's just I'm so excited, and I can't thank you guys, the fans, enough. I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, it's been a lot of fun.
We're all in it for the same thing, man. Minor league sports and fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Notice we've never said we're trying to get monetized. That's not the goal here. The goal is to have fun. If it happens,
hang out with some bros.
Because then we wouldn't be able to do the stadium stuff.
Yeah. But it's just we want to get bigger so we can do more things. To get
travel a little bit further out and see more stadiums. Yeah, that'd be fun. But
we want to cover more than just the Midwest too.
Our area, yeah.
It's so this is our first big step forward. Well, I guess I shouldn't say our first one. First one was really doing the podcast.
Starting.
Getting that first episode out.
Yeah, I saw a stat where 90% of podcasts die after the 4th episode, or somewhere around in that. It's 80-90%.
Yeah. This is what episode number
12.
12.
Or no,
look at us.
Wait.
No, 11.
11. Yeah, no, this is episode 11.
Yeah.
And we, then the second big step was video, which is why you get to see our bright smiling faces as we sing happy birthday to Colin. But I want to thank you guys, because it's been a lot of fun.
Thank you, sir.
And the fact that we've started a production company is fun. The name kind of sprouted. Should I tell them where the name came from?
Sure.
So 260 Entertainment is the studio name, but it's a 260 Productions company. It came from, originally, the drum line from the Mad Ants was going to be we were going to try to branch out and not just do the Mad Ants. And we were going to make it that it was one company that did that. And I wanted to call it 260 Entertainment. Well, that all kind of fell apart. We don't really run those things anymore.
Boo.
But this right here fell into that whole thing. And it just kind of...
it works.
It worked. We talked about it when we worked with Dibs. And, we all just kind of thought it worked. Um,
You know,
and
the saying is actually true. Like when one door closes, another one opens.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And
100%.
this is proof of that for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
So, we want to cover more minor league sports. That's our goal.
Yes.
Our goal is to cover bring you episodes on sports that we don't even aren't really well known. We are working. It's going to take a while to get through to it, but we're also going to start a segment on minorly important tri sports. And it's going to be weird, random sports. Like one of them that we have lined up, the timing's got to be right, is curling. I know we've talked about that. And then some of the other ones that I've thought about, like frisbee golf. We should try frisbee golf.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
I cannot throw a frisbee to
Me
save my
And
life.
I don't think we try I don't think we try sports that are common.
Well known.
Like
Yeah.
I think we just try these weird, obscure sports, like ones that would be on ESPN 8 The Ocho.
I mean,
Yeah.
cornhole is
Cornhole?
Oh,
a
there we go.
Midwestern.
See, I've already
got you
tried
in
it.
that one.
We've all already tried it. We're
I
all
got you on
probably
that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, we can do that. We can do like two of us versus the other two.
I'm down, man. Let's do it.
Oh, buddy, that's gonna be a fun day.
I got you.
Yeah.
Get a drink.
Before we call out anything else, like the end of the show, baseball season's here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
Tin Caps will be in action next week.
Let's do it.
Go Cubs, go!
Already.
Go Cubs, go!
So, as soon as Ryan gets back here in the podcast, we'll be doing full coverage from Single A Baseball Tin Caps League.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure we'll be doing 2A and 3A as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But primarily
Definitely.
focused on Tin Caps League. I'm sure.
Yes.
Kind
of how we kind of focus on ECHL for the Comets because we love the Comets. We also love the Tin Caps, so we're gonna.
Yeah. But we would love to reach out to other sports.
100%. Yeah.
To other area teams, because we don't just want this to be a. I know the entertainment company is 260 Entertainment, which is Fort Wayne's area code. We don't want it to just be about the 260 area.
Right.
That's just the name of the entertainment company because that's where we're based out of and all of that. That has nothing to do with what the show's about.
Correct.
We want to do everybody's area, and I think it's very doable. I think it's all going to come with time. I do. And
Kevin, when you did the arena stadium tour for the Ice House, the opposing team that the Distillers were playing that night actually liked and shared it as well.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool that the opposite team shared it.
Thank you, Kalkaska. That's
it was Kalkaska.
That. Yeah.
Okay.
We appreciate that. And we don't just want this to be about the Distillers. Now, we will be rooting for our home team.
Of course.
We don't. It's not shy, or we don't hide the fact that we are certainly root for our Fort Wayne teams. But we also will be honest with you when we don't think they're going to win. Like, I mean, if you look at it, none of us picked the Comets to win the Kelly Cup. No. I hate that. I'm going to be rooting for them to win the Kelly Cup.
Of course.
I also, like the Mad Ants, I was rooting for them, and I did honestly think they had a shot.
Me too, actually. Yeah.
But
if they would have showed up in the third quarter.
It's the first quarter. It's where they got...
I got in about halfway.
I know you did. I'm letting you know, like, it's...
To show up at all to the game.
Yeah. But it's just been a fun ride, and we're only 11 episodes in, guys.
It's crazy, man.
Just think of anything else that we could possibly do.
We're not we haven't even scratched the surface yet.
No.
Connections to any of your local teams, like... I want to interview other teams outside of Fort Wayne as well. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do all that. So
players, coaches,
GMs, just anybody you can get to us, please. We're counting on you guys.
Yeah.
So Please.
And like I want stories from you guys, the fans.
Yeah,
If you
please.
have a story, please drop it in
Put
the
it
comments.
down.
We will share that. If you are comfortable with us sharing a story, send us articles, send us anything you can, drop us links in, send us the video we're on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, like anywhere you
Soon to
want to
be
find
TikTok.
us. Is it?
Soon to be.
We're
we
Is
talked
working
it,
on
about
it.
it.
We're working
Yeah,
on it.
is it?
We're working on it. Maybe. I guess we're dropping another
Another news.
I figured we'd just throw it out there since we're pretty much on everything else, so that was my bad. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
no,
So,
all right.
and then I guess I will, before we do the closing question, we are working with a couple of opportunities for maybe getting some sponsors on this show. Nothing is official yet. Nothing's, we want to make sure that the brands we partner with are people that we align with and are going to be good, but also, it's going to help us cover what you guys want to see. So, that's the last little bit of this. We just wanted to, this episode is, I guess I'm going to drop the name of it right now. Maybe we call it Here We Grow Again.
Here we grow again. What?
So, big news, guys. This episode is full of big news. And I'm just excited to be along on the ride. So, with that being said, we will close up here. We are running out of time. And I'm going to close up with a closing question with what is something you'd like to see 260 Entertainment do? And this is a question for you, the fans, as well.
Yes.
So, which one of you wants to go first?
I can go.
All right, yeah.
You want to go? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go.
Go ahead.
All right.
I think we should do a segment on fan stories, like fan mail. I think that would be good for the fan base once they hear other stories.
Yeah,
more people will want to do it.
Right. Agreed.
So, with that, fans, we need your mail.
Please.
Yes. You can email, Dylan, what's the email? minorlyimportantpodcasts@gmail.com.
I think
even
so.
Right?
Even voice memos of stories. Just send them to the messenger. Just
so you can cut the audio.
Send us direct messages on Facebook, Instagram. Comment your stuff. We want to share your experiences and why minor league sports matter to you. Colin, that's a great one. Dylan, what you got?
I'm a big college sports guy, so I'm looking forward to talking about, mainly for me, college basketball, because that's my bread and butter. But like getting into like college football, getting into, college anything. We could do, volleyball, softball, baseball. There's a big old hockey. Yeah, like a lot of
the Frozen
things we
Four.
can cover.
Frozen Four right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what I'm looking forward to.
What about you, Kevin?
Well, I'm gonna real quick respond to Dylan. With the college thing, like if we do some of like lacrosse or hockey and stuff like that, you're gonna get to talk about some schools that aren't normally in the big, the big three.
Right.
Like men's basketball, women's basketball, and college football. Like, and it's gonna be fun. So
and I guess that kind of opens up the door for players getting drafted.
Right.
Too.
We can talk about
the top players in Division 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Right.
And then, all right, well, I guess that's me. I'm just excited to see new possibilities open up. I mean, I guess I'll be honest. I remember going to you guys with the idea for Minorly Important and saying, "Hey, I have an idea for a show about minor league sports." And I was like, and I want to call it Minorly Important. Minorly is not a name.
We made Minorly a word.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
And everybody's like, sounds great. It worked out. We've had some big guests on it already.
We really have.
I'm excited to see where this grows. And I am very, very happy to be on this ride with you guys, and very happy to be on the ride with Ryan, James. Probably going to have to bring more people in on this because we might have to, and some of these may not be full hour-long podcasts. Some of these just might be quick shows.
Right.
Yep. And, it means more people are going to get involved. And I'm excited to be in on this with you guys.
It's kind of surreal, isn't it?
Super surreal. But
and
if you have an idea for a show and you think that you could be good at talking about said subject, reach out. Maybe we can make a deal and you can get into the whole entertainment thing. And I think it'd be cool to see that grow in that way. Personally. That'd be really cool.
We want to help you guys.
Yeah.
Like, if you've got an idea for some form of, like, it doesn't even have to be about sports.
Right.
260 Entertainment is not necessarily a sports thing.
Right, because my other podcast is part of it. It's not sports.
No, it's drums.
Drums. And Jesus.
Got another idea. We need to get your brother on about, like, woodworking.
That'd be fun.
So, Kyle, you have a show now. But with that, guys, we could just talk about this forever, but this episode has been a great one, and I'm excited about it.
We had a little bit of technical difficulties in the middle.
So...
This is the second time through.
Yeah, we got 39 minutes in, and I had a catastrophic system failure, and I'm hosting the show. So the whole intro is a second time through. But you know what? We got to break Ovi's news, so that was cool.
We did.
Yeah, did it while we were recording.
Yeah, no, so it happened while in the downtime in between recordings.
And the Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Induction.
So, but with that, guys, we're excited. We thank you guys because this wouldn't be possible without you. And in the meantime, Colin.
This is Colin, Dylan, and Kevin from Minorly Important. Cue the music.
See you guys.
Thanks. See you guys.
See ya.
Guys.